This has been a Thanksgiving, Easter, and Christmas treat in my family for decades. My mom adapted this from another recipe years ago and it was immediately a big hit. I've made this recipe for others a million times and have given out the recipe a whole bunch of times, so I'm making this video so from now on anybody that asks me for the recipe can come straight here. You begin by selecting a squash of the right size and ripeness. I like them big, but you can go with two smaller ones if you can't find a bigger one. They should be a fleshy, orangey beige in the rind. If you see any green, it might not be ripe enough and will have a starchy flavor to it. Cutting up a squash is the hardest part. It's really tough, so you need a big, strong knife, and it's got to be sharp too. Some people soften up the squash by first putting it in a microwave for 2 minutes, so it'll soften it up before you get started. The inside should be a deep, cheerful orange color. If it's pale, it's not ripe enough. It'll be starchy flavored. Yummy! Do your best to get most of the strings out of there. When you cut the rind off, you try to save as much of the inner flesh as you can. When the water just starts beginning to boil, set your timer. You do want to check up on it. A fork should sink into it very easily. But let it drain for a good while in the sink because it does hold a lot of water. The casserole will be watery unless you let it drain well. We make a batter using cream of chicken soup. And an 8-ounce container of sour cream. Then you mash it all together, and you don't want to mix it up too much. Well, some people like to beat it smooth. I like to leave it just a little bit chunky. To get any kind of pre-seasoned stuffing mix, you can use croutons, but I like the breadcrumbs. We're only going to use half the bag. So we add our melted stick of butter to the stuffing. Mix it up good. The recipe calls for lots of butter and sour cream. Heart smart, huh? At least we're eating our vegetables. You start out by putting in a layer of your batter. In case you're wondering, this is about a 9-inch casserole dish. And you put a layer of your breadcrumbs. And another layer of your batter. And top it off with the rest of your breadcrumbs. You bake at a preheated oven, 350 degrees, for 45 minutes. When you take it out of the oven, the top should be a nice golden brown. Butternut squash casserole is a great complement to any turkey or ham dinner. Nowadays, when I'm hosting or visiting for the holidays, they won't let me in the door without it.